Hello, namaste. How are you all? I'm fine. Hope the same from your side. You are knowing, generally, what happens is, whatever we are having, we never have value for that. But we value those things we don't have. Suppose, if I am having a nice house, I'm not bothered about that. Neighbor is having a nice vehicle. I will be bothered about that most. So it generally happens not only with children, even with the elders. We are not bothered what we are, but we are bothered about what we don't have. So, here I am going to share a beautiful story with you. Long, long ago, on an island, lived a group of emotions. See, not human beings, emotions. In that both the emotions there were negative emotions, there were positive emotions as well. Their names, let me tell their names. Their names were pleasure, sorrow, grief, insecurity, anger, fear, compassion, humility, and gratitude. You can see both the type of positive and negative, both are there. That was not enough. The island was inhabited by other, that is ego, wealth, and time. Ego, wealth, and time. Love was a resident too, but it mostly lived with the others. You are knowing, love was also there, but it was always, and all of them were tenants in the houses of the humans on that island. And what happened? As the summer started, the glaciers, you are knowing, big ice logs, they started melting and the sea level was rising. The island was gradually sinking because sea water is coming up. It was clear that it would disappear before long. So the residents called an urgent meeting and concluded that it was time to leave the island. They decided that everyone was responsible for making their own arrangements, and they got down to the task. Love thought differently, though it did not want to abandon an island that sheltered it so long. It wanted to wait till the last moment. It was hopeful something may stay back. For love, it was not a matter of trade or give and take, because love doesn't need all these things. It was more a question of integrity and promise. The island was fast losing its dry ground, and the sea water was coming up. And who were the first one to go? You can imagine. It was the humans who were the first to leave the island. Some of the negative emotions like sorrow, grief, insecurity left with them. They left with the human beings, all the negative things. Love had no boat of its own. It looked expectantly at the other emotions on the boat and pleaded, "Please, can I board your boat?" The human said, No, there is no place for you." Then love saw ego sailing on his boat made of steel. It looked rather strong, heavy, even sturdy. "Can I join you?" Love asked. "I take very little space." "No," said ego. "Anger and fear have taken the other two places I have on my boat." See here, ego on his boat and to other places were taken by anger and fear. So there was no place for love. Water was rising fast, and at a short distance love saw a magnificent yacht. Yacht means, you are knowing, a small boat. It was owned by wealth. Can you please let me on board? Requested love. I am sorry, but I already have pleasure. Who was with the wealth? Pleasure was there. So he told, no, I can't take you with me because there is already pleasure. Love looked at the dismal state around. Just then a voice called out, come love, come, hop in, jump in. As soon as love got on the board, it saw compassion, humility and gratitude. You are knowing, they were on the board already. Love thanked them. Oh, it is not our boat, gratitude said. You need not thank us because it is not ours. Whose boat is then? Love was surprised. Who saved me? It belongs to time, compassion answered. But it was worthless in everyone else's eyes. Why has time saved my life? You see, love spoke humility. Time alone knows your real value. So who knows the real value of love? It is the time. Time alone knows the real value of love. So now we understood that real value of love. Who knows? Time knows. You are knowing, you might be having so many friends around you. The friends will be with you when you are happy, when you are having all the good things. When you don't have, then whether your friends will be there? No. So who knows the value of time well? It is value of love, sorry. It is time knows the value of love. Because when you are in need, it is love who comes and helps you. See, when a child starts crying, who goes to him first? It is his mother. Why mother? Mother is having love towards the son. That is, time knows the value of love. Time knows the value of other good things. Whereas other human beings and all other negative emotions, how they were? They were bothered about only themselves, nothing else. So what we learn from this story? We learn that those who love us, those who help us when we are in need, they are real, our real friends. And when we will understand that, it is only when time comes. Otherwise, we will never understand. It is when the time comes, when you are in problem, when you are in trouble, then you know the real love. That is why, my dear boys and girls, be careful. Be, what I am telling, aware to follow the emotions. No doubt, all of us are having all the emotions, both plus and minus both. Even now, we may have anger, jealousy, everything, sorrow, everything. Even when we are having happiness, love, wealth, etc. And wealth is always with pleasure. When you are having wealth, pleasure will be with you. So how these are together? And what we should understand? We should understand how to take care of these emotions, or how to hold these emotions well, when to use them, when to not to use them, when to give them entry into our house, or when we should not give them entry into our house. This we should learn from this. Have a nice day.